No, you didn't. I got nothing. That's why I sent you back a
I got
message.
nothing. I got nothing.
Nothing.
I got nothing, baby.
You got a nut in?
And you have us live.
Jim, start
live
that new
because-
theme song over.
Right.
Start that new theme song over.
No.
Oh, come
You
on.
guys like this for a theme song?
I do,
What
yeah.
is it?
Rock you all night long.
That's right, because that's what we're here to do, folks. Rock
By
you
who?
around.
All right, I'm going to start.
By
the
who?
who?
Rock you all night
Remember
long.
to
by-
yell over you.
Rock you all night long by somebody.
By
Oh,
somebody.
it's a new
I love
band
that
called
band.
Somebody.
No,
How
I
about this?
have all their albums. They are
Is
They don't make albums
too loud
anymore.
for you guys?
Brett.
Now it's not, but the music
actually
was blaring.
Crystal.
Yo.
Every collection of something is called an album. A photo album, a music album. They don't make records anymore.
People
You're
don't
right.
call that anymore. People just don't even say that anymore, okay?
But it is
They
an
don't.
album. An album is a
Okay.
collection by definition.
Okay.
So, thank you, I'm old. I'm old.
Yes, clearly.
But
Yeah.
the word record
I'm
and
old.
chord is spelled the same.
We can tell by the style of your sunglasses.
I'm old. Hey, these are Ray-Bans, baby.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, yeah. You want to lay into these? Yeah.
No.
I will proudly wear Ray-Bans of all ages, anytime.
Of all decades.
I do. Ray-Bans just don't go bad. They don't
I like
go
your
bad.
Christmas.
Hi.
Dad, I like your Christmas ornaments in the background.
What are you talking about?
During the
Those look
show,
like Christmas ornaments back there.
during the show,
Wait, I've got to get my shit together. What are you talking about? Oh
What
my
is that?
god!
it does
Is that
kind of look
me?
like Christmas ornaments
Yeah.
back there. Look at that.
Hold on.
That is wrong, by the
Rice
way.
hats. Ting, tang,
That's-
tong, ting.
That is wrong.
Yeah,
Wow.
there-
And again,
Dad,
Again,
go
are
away.
those shields?
Go
Are those
away.
shields? Is that the phalanx
Oh.
shields?
yeah, they're shields.
Jim, do you see what Crystal just did? She just defended our single Chinese fan.
Yeah, she did.
We don't have any we only have Chinese fans.
No, not anymore. We don't.
Yes,
I-
they love it. They love you.
That was our target audience. Them and the Japanese. The Japanese love us.
Yes,
It's
they must. They must.
They
we have
must.
we have a Mexican fan, and I'm just kidding. We have lots of Mexican fans. We love Mexicans, just like Trump.
I'm sure we do.
The Mexicans love us.
Hispanics. He calls them Hispanics.
Hispanics.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
some of my Mexican friends say, "Don't call me Hispanic. I'm not from Spain. Call me Mexican."
That's
And I said,
funny.
"Well, what do you speak? Mexican?" He goes, "No, I speak Spanish."
Spanish.
Ah!
So make up your freaking mind.
Ooh.
And by the way, that's one of those ones where it's like, he goes, no, call me a Mexican. Oh, no, that's derogatory. Wait a
Yeah.
minute.
Well, and then being
What?
politically incorrect. So we were talking about to this Mexican guy. I met at one of my restaurants and a customer, and I was talking about Chinese food or whatever. And all of a sudden I'm like, "Hey," I said, "Renato," I said, "You know how the Chinese got their eyes all slanted?" And he was like, "Oh, no." And I said, "Because every morning they have rice, and the kids come downstairs, and the mom goes, 'Oh, come on, it's rice.' 'Oh no, rice again.'
Oh God.
Oh no."
You guys, do you want to know how many times I've heard this joke in my
wow.
lifetime from this guy?
Mm.
Way
Crystal,
too many.
I really feel for you, Crystal.
Yeah.
Again? Oh, God.
Oh, I don't know. The PC police. Obama just passed an executive order against our show.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
yeah, because you definitely can't call him a hard-working Mexican anymore.
Oh, good Lord! Can you imagine if you did?
why? Wait,
Word.
I didn't hear what happened.
If you gave
Oh,
if you gave a field worker some due respect, I mean, well, the problem is they're not slaves. I mean, if they were, then they'd be hard workers.
Well, no, they just came out. One of the talk shows said that they were using the word hard worker. It was derogatory and racist.
Right,
Wow.
because
Which
because
talk show was that?
no, it was an MSNBC host and
Yeah, she was talking.
Mike Rowe Mike
You
Rowe
can call
the
me a
dirty
hard
job,
worker any day. I'll take the compliment.
Mike Rowe the dirty jobs guy had the best response to it. It was one of the most genius little pieces he's ever written. By the way, if you don't read Mike Rowe's retorts to some of the PC faux pas out there. I tell you, that guy's a freaking genius. He lives in a 2-bedroom apartment, I believe. The same one he had before he got famous. I'm telling you, he's my hero. I gotta tell you, he's my hero.
Is this an endorsement?
Only
I would say check out Mike Rowe. I'm gonna endorse Mike Rowe. I love the guy.
When he got his puppy, he didn't put the piddle pad down the right way, so he had the plastic side up. And
what's that?
What?
I missed that one.
He posted it. He posted it on Facebook. Yeah.
For those of you who are not Mike Rowe fans, this is not as much fun as it is for Amy and I, apparently.
Yeah.
We've got 2 small dogs. Well, we've got 3 dogs, but the Shih Tzu, who's the boy.
The Shih Tzu?
The Shih Tzu. The Shih Tzu. So we lay down 2 pee pads in the kitchen at night just in case, because one of them they're going to pee on and the others they're going to take a crap on. And so this morning I get up, and like a male dog will like scruff his feet a couple times, and then he takes a shit.
Not just male, yeah.
That's what I was just going to say. Do only male dogs do that?
Well, I don't know. So clearly,
don't say it if you don't know.
What do I know? So
what are you racist?
No,
yeah.
I think so.
No, he's prejudiced against women dogs, against bitches.
He hates bitches. Yo, I hate bitches.
Yo, bitch. Yo, biatch. So the pee pad was like moved just enough. So it was like he went up and he goes to the pee pad and then took a shit right next to it. And had he not done that, he would have hit the pee pad.
Welcome to my world.
He didn't want to get it messy for next time.
That's fantastic, though. That really is funny, though.
Hey, Brett, can I see something here for a second? Now, if your camera wasn't all goofy like that, is that a little...
And by the way, I have no idea what's going on with my...
That's all right. Is that a little goatee going on?
Oh, it actually looks better if you can actually see it. I've got all this weird... By the way, I have no idea what's going on with the camera. I've been trying to frickin' fix it.
It's okay.
You look socially distorted.
Well, thank you, and that's what I'm going for. So maybe I finally hit my mark.
Well,
and before we started the show and you guys came on, I was like doing this with my hands. I was like, if you look at my hands when I do this, it's like, good Lord, if we were on acid, man, this would be great.
That'd be a trip.
Really cool, man.
One of them disappears.
Yeah, what's up?
Well, I was asking because
acid.
It's No Shave November.
It is No Shave November. Yes, it is. And that is exactly.
He's clearly shaving some of it.
Who,
right?
me?
Well,
yeah. No,
Brett is, yeah.
I'm keeping it presentable, as in a No Shave November presentable. So there you go.
So are you gonna trim this?
Does that mean we don't have to shave either?
Actually, you know what? There was a conversation about that, and no, you don't. But
Yes,
don't expect any
we
don't
do.
expect any men to be
Yes,
enjoying
we
it.
do. Yes, we do.
We do.
Amen,
Yeah, we
Crystal.
do.
I can't wear
Yeah.
a tank top right now, but yeah.
We're shaving. Oh, yeah, we're shaving. We're shaving all year
we're
round.
shaving.
Okay.
With or without a man around.
I think one time
True that.
we posted a picture one time of the women of Eugene, Oregon on here, and they never. It's always No Shave November.
That's like the women of Maine. I think it's that locale up there. That longitude.
Yeah.
It has a lot to do with that too. Oh, good Lord.
So the other day, had we come on yesterday, we would have been talking about the slaughter that the conservatives, not Republicans, the conservatives across the country did. First time, no, not the first time ever, but very rarely has Kentucky ever had a Republican governor. And this guy wasn't just Republican, he's conservative. And right up to that day, they were announcing that he was losing by 5% in the polls. Yep. So I started posting
Interesting.
Hey, can we trust these polls? Is Ted Cruz really only at 11 or 14%? Maybe he's actually at 20.
Maybe. Hey, show up at your caucus, people. Show up at your caucus.
I posted this picture.
I love the way you say caucus. All right, then, moving on.
Caucus.
You said caucus. Yes,
Show up at your caucus. Make
It's
sure you go
smaller.
to your caucus.
That's what I'm saying. And
Yes,
Amy's part of
see, in the
country.
caucus, see?
Caucus, it's caucus.
Because you do. You got to go to your caucus if you want
I'm
to.
gonna get on my caucus.
Say.
But hey, you know what? By the way, here's the thing about polls, and I think we all know this. I think everybody across the country knows it. The polls are shit. I mean, there's nothing. There's no other way you can say it. I mean, come on.
Unless your
they're just-
candidate is
It
leading.
depends. It depends on
Yeah.
who you're asking. You know, if we stand
Yeah.
outside, of the richest neighborhood in Chicago, we're going to get different answers than if we stand outside, a burned-out strip mall in downtown Denver. It's just not. We're not going to get the same
I
results.
love when
But
they
you could say polls say
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
500 registered voters. Okay, that means absolutely squat. to me.
Yeah.
Absolutely squat. Okay.
Yep.
When you have 52 million Republicans / conservatives voting, and then another whatever, however many million independents, and you do registered voters, which doesn't even mean that they ever voted in their
Have ever
lifetime.
voted. Yeah.
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 So
Well,
unless,
by the way,
unless
it's-
you're showing me a likely voter list, and it has to be a couple of thousand to even give me an inkling of what
The
people are saying.
Democrats have all kinds of dead registered voters who vote every year. And
Absolutely.
they're registered.
And I will go on record again saying the only way that we lose in 2016 is fraud. That is the only way we lose.
Well, Amy, the elections over the past, I would guess probably 20 years to 25, 30 years have all been potentially fraudulent. I mean,
Yeah, but you know,
run by the
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. However, I don't mean to cut you off, but however, the 2012, that was one of the first times ever where you had 112% of people who even lived in the state,
exactly.
but having voted.
Right.
I mean, and that was multiple states. So that was like one of the
Yeah.
first times
You know,
ever.
we should all get together,
That was
go out on the
blatant.
street. We should all get together, go out on the street, and do the blast poll and ask, who are you going to vote for? Who are you going to vote for in the next election? And if we chose the 500 people that didn't tell us to fuck off, get out of my way, well,
Yeah.
we would probably come up with a very skewed result. I'm
Right.
just
Well,
saying.
All the three states that each of us live in are very liberal.
extremely blue.
Oh,
yeah.
good Lord, I know, right?
Really blue.
But I got to tell you, everyone. I mean, I work in sales, like you guys do. So usually salesmen don't want you fucking with their paycheck. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
when I ask people that I
That's
work
very
with,
true.
you know
Very
what I
true.
mean? Like, hey, when I work, people that I work with, they're like, yeah, I'm a Democrat, but I can't see myself voting for Hillary, and I don't want to vote for the socialists. So like, they kind of like, I said, well,
Stay
just
home.
keep an open mind. No, they're actually keeping an open mind about Trump and Cruz.
So, Amy, damn
She just said
near,
Trump. Amy just said
she
Trump.
I
damn
know, Jim.
near,
By the way, she said Trump before anybody tonight.
yes,
She
and
sure did.
She
I think
damn
there's
near
some
endorsed
I
him.
There
did
is-
not endorse him.
You came very close
There's
to
something
going
endorsing
on.
him yesterday, and I posted it. I said, "Did you
You just want
No,
to
wait.
almost?"
Hold on, Jim. I want to say this. I can do this now.
And I can do this.
And you do that consistently at
I was
least
gonna
once a
say,
show.
You do
Yeah.
that anyway.
Well,
That's-
look who I have to work with here, Crystal.
I know.
Come on.
Hey, at least
well,
you're
there is that.
consistent.
There is that.
All right,
There
so
is definitely that.
Amy,
So
shed
no, I
some
did
light.
not endorse him. I said that I
No,
would not be
only-
surprised if the cult of
only-
personality wins out and that it's a Trump Cruz ticket. Go
You
ahead.
only posted his picture with Cruz below him,
No, they're
and
side by
said-
side.
possible.
It was side by side, and it
Oh,
was
what?
Cruz on the left and Trump on the right.
Okay.
That wasn't very appropriate, Amy. You should have put Cruz on the right, being your right-hand man.
Oh.
No, because that's in second place. That's the
Yeah.
VP
Okay.
position.
Oh, okay. Get it.
So,
I get it.
so wait. To be clear, then, you,
Crystal clear.
yeah, crystal
Ah.
clear.
Yeah. So,
Amy, you put Trump on what side?
it was a picture that was already together.
On the right
On the
side.
Yeah,
And-
Trump was on the left. If you're looking at it, Trump was on the left. I'm sorry, Trump was on the right. No,
If you're looking at it.
Trump was
Yeah.
on the right.
So,
Yeah.
so to be clear, you posted a picture of Trump being in the presidential position. Is that
No,
is that
vice
what I'm-
president. Vice presidential
is that what I'm
position.
hearing?
Vice
Is that
presidential
was that? I
position.
didn't read that in the Karma Sutra. Is that one?
Did you
presidential
not
position?
see the picture, James?
I saw it.
Da, 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 I just got there.
I think that the cult of personality will win out. As much as I don't want it to at this point, but who knows? People could
That's a
surprise
pretty
me.
good song, actually.
Well, hey, it is
Surprise
called
me.
the personality. Now, I will say this. You know what? I would love to see, and I really would like to see this. If we had somebody like Ted Cruz and Donald Trump, whoever winds up being the president and the vice president, what if we actually had a team of two men, or a man and a woman, depending in the future. I'm not trying to be sexist, but I'm just saying in this case, we have Ted Cruz
Don't
and
worry,
Donald Trump. But I'm just saying, what if we had two guys? What if we had two guys that got together and said, I do this really well, and he does that really well, and instead of having a vice president that you guys don't see for 4 years, except at fundraisers, what if we work together? What if he and I sit down and say, hey, what do you think? I don't know. You're the business guy. What do you think?
Like
You make those
coaches.
Donald,
Co-head
exactly.
Coaches.
Yep.
Right, and I'm not talking co-leader here, but I mean, let's just say that you guys actually,
They
because do you think
work as a
do you
team.
Do you think Biden and Obama are hanging out? Do you think they're
friends.
drinking beers on Sunday? Do you think they're asking each other? Hey, do you think Obama calls Biden and goes, "Hey Joe, I was thinking about doing an executive order this week, and I was just curious. What honestly, dude, what do you really think?" And Biden would be like, "I don't know. I'm a white guy and I'm old." And it's not going to happen. That conversation is not happening.
It doesn't happen.
Obama has basically taken Biden and just shoved him into the back pocket, and that is where the vice president usually sits. When I look at Ted Cruz and I look at Donald Trump, I honestly see a tandem that, holy cow, you could have a guy that is a not a classic politician, but definitely understands Washington, and you've got a guy that definitely understands the social side of our country in Donald Trump and the business side, because he does.
Backwards. Wait, I thought you were going to say. I would think that Cruz understands the social side of our country, not Trump.
No. The social side of our country is hungry for entertainment.
Yeah, but
they're hungry for sound bites. They're hungry for brief moments of clever.
But
And
see how we can all see things differently. When you were saying that, I thought you were going to say something else, and then you said that. So we can't even agree on what they're good at.
You're just freaking antagonistic, and that's different.
It might have something to do with that.
And by the way,
we do have a sponsor. By the way, I just wanted to pass this on that our show is being sponsored by Jesus. Real Men Love Jesus. Just in case.
Jesus is fantastic. I believe he's the guy that makes the 5-hour energy.
Yes.
Hold up 5-hour energy.
Yes.
Hold up the 5-hour energy. We got to do a little spot.
I'm sorry. Wait.
Ladies and gentlemen,
wait.
5-hour energy. 5-hour energy for when you have a show to do and you're awfully tired. 5-hour energy. Get through that next hour of hell.
Even from Maine, Boston, whatever
even
it
from
is.
Boston. Even you East
from
Coast people
Boston.
love it. From Boston.
Maine and Boston. Okay, James.
Yeah, they're
Wait.
Maine and
Well,
Boston.
Well,
They're
no,
right next
don't
to each other.
even tell me that
Come
Maine
on.
isn't part of Boston. Don't even go there. I am not buying this.
Oh my God, Crystal, this is your dad.
I know,
This
I'm
is
really-
your dad.
Chris, hey,
Not even-
can I say
Your dad.
I'm going to say one thing and then I'll jump off. Crystal,
Yo.
Isn't that where the
your dad needs a
clam
globe.
chowder comes
Your
from?
dad needs a globe for Christmas. There you go. That's his present.
isn't like
Gets
the
a
A
Maine?
globe.
globe. How about just
Isn't
a
that where the
basic
clam chowder comes from? The
States of
Maine, New
America?
England area?
Oh God.
Where the hell's Maine at then?
Dad, jeez.
I'm
By the
kidding.
way,
No,
Jim.
you're not. That's the funny part. Him and my mom, they're just about the same level on geography.
By the way,
We used to joke about what we're on this continent.
gosh, jeez.
Jimbo Slice thinks
Did
that
anybody go to school? Come on.
Hawaii is just southeast of the U.S. Virgin Islands, just
Yeah.
southeast of the U.S. Virgin Islands. Hawaii sits right there in that beautiful zone, right out there in the southeast. So
He's looking it up right now.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
such
I'm sure.
bullshit. That's such bullshit. Maine is right there next to Massachusetts.
Right
looking at
there, huh?
Right there.
right
Yeah,
there.
like it's
Right
only
there.
like it's
Yeah,
full-
it's this far away.
Well, I mean,
Oh,
New Hampshire is kind of between
Wait.
it a little bit.
Kind of, yeah, kind of.
Wow.
And by the way,
Just a little
by
bit.
that thinking, Jim's going to take a trip to Mars for vacation. It's just that far.
It's just
It's only that far. It's right
Yeah,
there.
It's just
It's
right
right
out
there.
there. Like you can see it sometimes when the
Right
stars are bright.
What do you mean as far I can see it? There. Oh, there it is. That shouldn't take that long, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Be okay.
jeez.
James, I'm
Hey.
sorry, you bring it on yourself.
All right. I don't know nothing about the East Coast.
By the way, is there a term for geographically challenged?
Yep, Jimbo Slice. That's the term.
Yeah. Ay.
Get away with that. She's your daughter.
I know. Hey, did you guys see who got bumped off on the debate? Look at this.
Yeah, how do you like that?
Tuesday,
I'm waiting for Christy to explode.
right?
I'm not
Tell me
gonna-
when you guys can see that.
You know, I'm not a sore.
What? Did you say I have a sore? I
No,
did not
not
hear
a
what
sore
you just said. I
loser.
was like, what? I don't know what that means, but
Yeah.
Blow it up a little bit, James, please.
Like
And I don't mean blow it up like,
Like that?
Yeah.
Jihad Jim.
no, I don't know where you guys can see it because it's different on my screen.
It's half cut off. You got to bring it up the other way.
there. No, I see it. It's perfect. It's
Okay,
beautiful.
there you go.
Oh, now it's cut off. Now it's there. It
You
is.
don't need to see the headline.
Whoa!
I
Whoa!
want to see the pictures of the candidates.
Yeah.
Ladies
No, I
and
just want to read
gentlemen.
that part. It says, for the first time in the 2016 campaign cycle, Mike Huckabee and Chris Christie failed to qualify for the main stage.
That's
Yeah.
interesting.
And they're joining people who are used to being at that table, Bobby Jindal and Rick Santorum.
Which is surprising because Christie, as much as I think he should drop out, he's polling at like 8% or something in New Hampshire.
But he actually did decent at the last
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
debate.
Well,
Whatever.
I think there's some fundamental problems with some of these guys that Chris Christie should not be he shouldn't be hanging around. And at some point or
Mike
not.
Huckabee.
Well,
Yeah.
and
No.
listen, Huckabee is
shouldn't.
he's there for one reason, and he's there because he speaks to the far right, and he's too overboard. And
Yeah, but he is a huckster.
Yeah.
And what he did with when Kim Davis got out of jail in Kentucky, we talked about this in the show. What he
Yeah.
did was non-Christian-like because Ted
Right.
Cruz was there, and Huckabee told his people keep Ted Cruz off the stage, brought Kim up with that her husband with those green
Yeah.
jeans or whatever.
He's a green jeans.
Yeah, praising God. Well,
yeah, he's a big showboat.
Yeah, I lost
Yeah,
me.
he's a huckster for the
Yeah.
establishment as far as I'm concerned. He's in there
Yeah.
to be a
He's-
spoiler,
he's-
like he
he
was
should
with
just-
Romney.
Yeah,
Now,
he should stick
can I-
with his entertainment / politics. Because he's entertaining to watch. I like him, but yeah,
Sure.
he's not presidential.
His little TV show's great. He plays bass once in a while.
Plays-
It's great.
now,
instrument,
listen, this
whatever.
question this question is mostly going to be for Amy because I'm sure she knows, but because her and I obviously pay attention to what's going on. But anyway, I'm
when
sorry.
you guys are ready to talk about
did that break up?
Leah Remini, then we'll talk.
Listen,
Remini.
Yeah.
did
Yeah,
you guys
whatever.
see? Did you guys see the article that came out late today?
Yeah, of course we caught it.
Well, no, CNN is at war with Ben Carson for some reason or another because CNN feels butthurt because they suck. But that's a whole nother thing. But did you see that there's this story that's come out, and I
You
want to
had
know
a
if it's
good
true.
Point.
Does Ben Carson really believe
I
that
believe
the,
it.
the pyramids were built
I believe
historically?
it. Yes. The freaking
Wait.
Wait, what?
talking
I didn't
about
hear
it.
you.
I
Are
didn't
you
either. Can you be
kidding
quiet,
me?
Jim? Just what happened?
No,
Brad?
I won't.
Ben Carson, if the story is true, and I don't know
He
that it
said
is,
it's plausible.
I didn't have time to research if it's a Snopes, if it's a
No.
I don't trust Snopes or any of that. But anyway, I'm just saying, does Ben Carson really believe that Joseph built the pyramids to store grain? Does
No.
he really believe that?
No, he believes
Because,
that the
by the way,
Egyptians.
let me finish. Not only have they never found a body inside of a pyramid, which makes you have to question whether it was actually a tomb, because they've
Right.
never found a body inside of a
Right.
pyramid. Any of
Right.
the major ones. They've never
Know
found.
that.
They've never found
they did.
wheat. They've
Oh,
never
shut
found
up.
a pile of
No, no,
wheat.
no. Okay, let's back up here for a minute.
Well,
They asked
Ben Carson's just gonna say, I didn't say that. That's what he's
No.
gonna say. I didn't say that. What I said was.
Carson was asked about. I don't know why they asked him about the pyramids. I don't know why, but
It must
he
have been an
said-
MSNBC debate. So Ben
He
Carson, back when
said-
the pyramids were built, do you think that was slave labor?
He said it's plausible, according to the Bible, the way he reads it, is that back in the day when Egypt was getting ready to, and the world was getting ready to go through a famine, God said, hey, Joe, save all the grain you can because we're going to have a famine. And they built the pyramids. Egyptians did, because that's true. There's hermetically sealed chambers all throughout there, like grain elevators, to store that wheat for 7 years. It makes sense.
Well, here's what doesn't make sense is that they were all built over different periods of time.
Don't know that.
Okay, let's say they were all built at the same time. There was still not enough grain to feed the population with the space involved inside.
You
It's
don't
a fundamental,
know
a fundamental flaw. There's
But
not
can
enough
I-
space inside to
Crystal.
save enough grain to feed the population.
I just
Crystal.
want to know what's the point. Why are they asking about what he thinks
Yeah.
the pyramids are
Because they
built?
want to make him look bad.
This has to do
Because
with
they're
it.
trying to
Well,
make
no,
him look like a dolt.
Of
Like an
course,
idiot.
that's exactly.
Religious,
Weirdo.
fanatical,
Because
retard.
because they have to attack the brain surgeon. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he's
Right.
clearly
Well,
not an idiot.
by the way, what if
Smartest man up.
what if the media had taken the same tenacity towards Obama back when he came out and said, no, this guy's a Kenyan? I mean, listen, which he is. I don't believe
Yeah.
his birth certificate at all. I don't think he's a true American. But I mean, they're looking at here is who Ben Carson is who I wish was our first black president. He should have had the honor. But we got this lying, ignorant, deceitful human being that was told all of his life that he was something by people that are smarter than him, and he actually believed it. And he's going to wake up someday and realize that they all lied to him, and they just got their agenda passed through his mouth.
Yeah,
He's
but
nothing more-
did you hear what Ben Carson said about the abortion issue yesterday? He was asked. Did you hear what he said?
I did not.
No. I've heard his stance on it, but I didn't
No.
hear what he said yesterday.
He was at. Nobody's heard it because he's still fucking talking. He's still answering it.
And nobody can hear him. So I wanted to say that I wasn't the abortion.
Yeah.
And the abortion. Abortion. Abortion.
So hang on, that's not what I said. I'm going to say
Abortion.
it again.
Abortion.
This
Did
is
you
what I
guys see
said.
By
what
the way, did I mention that I'm totally about abortion? I wasn't about
I
abortion.
just posted the Steven Crowder debate thing. Did you guys see that?
Yeah.
Not
Oh
yet.
yeah. Oh no, I don't know if I've seen.
Okay, I'm gonna play about 1 minute of it so you guys can watch it later. But it is funnier than crap. And then don't let me forget. I want to ask Amy about her show, All Out Amy, because I got some questions about it. It's very interesting. And you
Actually,
I've only heard one, but you did a hell of a good job. And,
Jim,
and I got
thank you.
some questions.
Can I
Yeah.
can I say let me say two things here before we go to the video.
Yeah.
I like the Amy. We got to talk about your All Out Amy a little bit more.
Yeah.
And the Steven Crowder, we got to get that guy to come on and just hang out with us. I would love that if we could somehow
You
do
guys start asking people because they're all
I
ignoring
don't
me.
like him.
that. And by the way, I would like to create a new segment tonight from something I thought of just a little earlier. We need to have a segment called Crystal Clear. And
There you
need
go.
Clearly.
No. Listen, I want a crystal clear, just a brief. You get the floor for like 2 minutes, and you got to do a thing.
All right.
I
Because
would like an all-out. By the way, and I'm saying that Jim, you and I should probably talk about this later, and then we're going to go ahead, Amy, and you, and all
Look
of
at
us
this.
can be there. But
All Out Amy's 2 cents worth.
Well, I love
it.
We
no,
were
that's
going
just
to do
it.
that one time, right?
We need
Yeah.
all out Amy.
Crystal
We
clear.
need a crystal clear. We need me to shut up, and then it'll be
Sounds
good.
good. I like
It'll be
it.
good.
I
It'll be
like
good.
it.
I like it. He's a
So-
genius, Dad. He's a genius.
That's why we keep him around.
He's
Annoying.
brilliant. I tell you, brilliant.
All right, this is too long to play, but I'm gonna. Let me
Don't
turn it
play
up.
it.
No, I'm just gonna play one part of it. Yeah, hold on,
Welcome
let me
to the
find it.
GOP debate on CNBC, where facts don't matter and respect is not expected. I am a gentleman with a Latin American-sounding name, candidates. You will all be given precisely 30
Is that too
seconds
loud?
to answer your questions, and if another candidate mentions your name at any point, you will be given 15 seconds to respond, at which point you must both enter a racquetball court, but only one leaves. New format, and we're pretty excited about it here. First question to Mr. Trump. You've been seen as bombastic, douchebaggy, and as overall hostile to the minority community. Oh, your thoughts. All right, truthfully, okay? That's a very rude question to start with. I'm a little surprised. Listen, it's almost as surprising as the fact that John Kasich is over there still here. Shut up. You shut your mouth. Nobody wants to hear from you, okay? People often ask me why I pick on people at the back. It's because I know they can't hit back. Listen, frankly, minorities love me, okay? I get so many Mexicans all the time coming up to me telling me, we love your plan. We love your plan so much. We want to have more plans that come from Trump. And frankly, okay, they call me the black machine with how many votes I'm going to get from the blacks. Okay, that's what they call me. That's not what I would call myself. That's what they call me. They call me the black machine. Dr. Ben Carson, would you care to respond?
Well, listen, I think that Mr. Trump has injected some new life into the process.
I pee my pants.
I think that what he just said was borderline functionally retarded, respectfully.
Oh, I'm getting in my ear that your mic. I'm sorry, Mr. Carson. Could you repeat that? Your microphone was not on.
No, I'm quite confident that my microphone is still
Holy
on.
crap, you are right. It is still on. Mr. Trump, would you like to respond? Frankly,
Awesome.
I need some blacks in my cabinet. And, Dr. Ben Carson, listen, Barack Obama is kind of middle of the road. Listen, he's sort of, if you put some half and half in your milk, you get Barack Obama. But you're talking about a guy, okay? All right, truthfully, Dr. Ben Carson, I say this with respect. When people say that you're not black enough because, you're running for the GOP, okay? This guy over here, he was raised in Detroit to a single mother. Okay, that's not AAA ball. He's playing for the MVPs over there, okay, as a black guy, frankly. Mr. Carson, moving on to another question. You were once caught buying a rotisserie chicken at Costco, which has been rated as one of the most friendly businesses by the Better Business Bureau. Do you find that to be staggeringly hypocritical?
I buy the chickens because they're $4.99. Even for a brain surgeon, that's the deal that I can't pass up. Are you serious with these questions?
Okay, frankly, don't answer that, Dr. Ben Carson.
$4.99.
Okay?
They're
They're trying to
$4.99.
trap you here. They're trying to trap you with some kind of a racial stereotype with Costco and chicken. It's disgusting, okay? And that's exactly why I didn't want to give CNBC more numbers with a 3-hour debate with your ratings. That and the fact that my Dr. Scholl's, they give out about 2.5 hours. They give out about 2.5 hours. I love Dr. They call me the Dr. Scholl's machine. All right, next question comes from my qualified colleague, Becky.
Hey guys, okay, so you're like running for president, right?
Yes, that's a fact, yes.
I'm trying. Okay, so most of you have like a lot of money, right?
Yes, I'm very rich.
I've done well financially.
Okay. So like, do any of you want to buy some Mary Kay?
Okay, the brain surgeon didn't quite say that lady is functionally retarded. What are the rules for we're going further in this discussion?
We're pretty much making them up as we go.
Okay, I never thought I'd say this.
Oh my God.
Can we get Megan Kelly the whore back in here, okay? This next question is for Mr. John Kasich. Kasich? Kasich? Kasich?
Kasich.
Kasich? Is it Kasich? Oh, you're out of time. Next question for Trump.
Funny.
If you were a comic book villain, who would you be? Well, frankly, nobody, okay? Because Trump's a hero. All right, frankly, I would be so good at being hero. Joker. Mr. Carson, moving on. You were the first neurosurgeon to separate conjoined twins. But I haven't heard that you also killed a baby. 30 seconds to respond.
That's not true. Why?
Seriously, is his microphone on? Listen, I don't know about the black guy over there, okay, but I love babies. Listen, frankly, everyone always talks about a Trump presidency, how good I'd be for the economy, how good I'd be for China, okay, but nobody talks about, they forget, if I were president, I would be so good at babies, okay? Frankly, truthfully, I would be the best at babies. If you like babies, you vote for Trump. All right, final question, and this one is for Miss Carly Fiorina. When running against Barbara Boxer, you had breast cancer.
God.
In becoming a warrior against said cancer, you had a double mastectomy and had your breasts rebuilt with what are rumored to be bionic boobs. Do you feel that gives you an unfair advantage in this election? Your bionic boobs?
Boobs.
Stay tuned for more of the GOP debate. Coming up, we'll find out.
That's funny.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was
Oh
awesome.
my God.
That was actually
I'm
fun.
literally
Funny.
crying.
There
That
are
was good.
so many times where you play a video and I'm like, come on, it's going to be slow. I'm like,
Hurry up.
that was hilarious.
That was awesome.
By the way, though, I am gay on Crowder, so that's, I'm going to like it anyway. It's
Yeah,
outrageous.
I absolutely
Funny.
love him. I'm bummed that he ended up having to take his Facebook page down. Now it's just the personality one, because he actually used to respond
Funny.
and we talk to you and stuff.
Why did he? No, tell me about that. Why did you have to take it down? And let's get into Facebook for a second, Amy, because we've had some issues with you.
Oh my God, Jim, that is the funniest thing I've heard all year.
Amy, honestly,
All year. The year's almost over, too.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God.
that was. I loved that.
I
That
don't
was
think
awesome.
anything's made me laugh that hard this year.
That had.
Laughing hard over here.
yeah, he had,
funny.
I guess he
I
did-
laughed so hard, I peed myself.
I almost peed my pants. It might make me laugh so hard.
What did you say? You like the Pirates of Penzance? What?
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
exactly.
what? I'm sorry, Amy?
Yeah, that was a good show.
That was a good.
I said almost. I didn't say I did. I'm not quite 60. But I guess he was getting married and he had a lot of death threats and stuff because a lot of the stuff he did against Muslims and stuff. So he
Right. All
ended
right.
up
Okay.
getting a lot of
Oh,
hate and
I
death
love-
threats and stuff. And
He is my hero, though. I got to
Wow.
tell you, he's a bit of a hero for me.
I hate him now.
Now, Amy, speaking of,
I've asked him twice to be on our show, and he's
Oh, so of course, no, you hate
God.
it.
now I hate him.
did
You
he
hated
ignore
me,
you or
you're-
what did he do?
You're a little bitch, is why you
He just
hate
ignored him.
Stop
He
it!
ignored
Stop
him.
it!
He
Stop
didn't,
it!
he didn't
Oh, you do-
respond.
You do not ignore Jim. Oh no,
Don't
Jimbo
ignore
Slice
Jim.
do not get
He'll-
ignored.
I'll
No,
give you
he'll
Do not
write you
ignore
off.
Jimbo Slice.
I'll give
He'll
you
write you off.
and then I'll
Jimbo
write
Slice
you
will not
off.
be ignored.
You'd be like paint on the wall to me. It's sitting right there in the same room, but I don't talk
I
to
don't
it.
notice you. Yep.
Amy, speaking
Yes.
of Facebook issues, what
Yes.
happened with you this last week?
Again?
Is that unbelievable or what?
What? No, and I got to now. Listen, I'll tell you this. I got a text from Amy. She asked me to text Jim and say, "Hey, I got some issues going on."
But you didn't
yeah.
text me, Brett.
Of course, I didn't because she rectified the situation was
Don't say
rectified before.
rectum in front of these.
Rectified.
I don't even know him.
It
What
was
happened? What happened?
yes.
I
Amy,
tried to
tell
log
us.
in. I logged in the morning, and then I tried to log in again to check my messages. And this box came up that said, "Our system does not believe that you are using your real name. Please change your name." Well, on Facebook, I'm really using my real name. I have my middle initial, but it's my name. And it says if you believe that you're using your correct name,
If
Okay,
you
hello.
believe. Yeah.
then we need you to prove it. And here are the ways that you can prove it. And basically, it's a government-issued ID showing your full name. And
I mean, you had to do a
picture ID.
photocopy. You had to do a photocopy of your ID and send it to him
Wait.
Picture ID
for Facebook.
issued.
What are
Or
they going to
Facebook.
do with that? What are they going to do with that?
Oh,
Amy?
they say they delete it. They get rid of
By,
it.
by the way, well, no,
You're
but
marked.
Crystal, this is the reason I wanted Amy to bring this
Scarlet
up.
letter right on your
No, no.
forehead. You're marked.
No,
now.
no, she was marked before. They just wanted
Well,
her to
yeah,
prove-
but now they wanted to get her legal name. They
No,
want
no,
her legal information. Your
No, no.
address? They got your
She
address
was-
now?
No, my address wasn't on there.
She was tagged, marked, and then she had to prove who she was. Now they know who she is.
For
And that's
sure,
the-
they know.
That's the interesting thing about it. And at this level, the level that Amy, when you texted me and told me this, the level that I was taking this to, I was really mad.
Yeah,
I can't tell you how mad I was, and I'm like, I'm shutting down my Facebook, and I was
Yeah.
like, wait a second, you know what? I need to think about this for a couple weeks, and then I need to come up with a whole bunch of ways to get shut down too. And that's really where I'm headed.
Did you want to show your ID?
Tell it.
What?
Hey, why?
That
Yeah,
is
you know,
bad, Amy. That is bad.
well,
I'm not going as far as shutting. I will not take a photocopy and send it to him with my ID. I'm not going to do it.
What
However,
the hell?
But nobody shows ID just to set up a Facebook page, so why should you show when to keep it?
Because they want to know
exactly.
legal information. That is.
No.
Well, well, let me.
Let
This
Amy
is
finish.
unconstitutional.
Amy, you. This is why I wanted you to
Let
bring
Amy
this up.
finish here. Well, let her finish.
She is the crack in the dam, guys, and I really believe that.
Wait, let her finish.
So they,
Shut up, Brett.
so
God.
they, they said that in order to unlock it. Now, of course, if I only had 300 friends and I could find them all again, that's one thing. But I have 5,000 with 1,100 in waiting that are following me. So it's not like.
You're pretty freaking popular.
Well,
huh?
it's not.
She's
Amy,
like,
by the
I'm
way,
1,100
Amy,
waiting
Amy,
and like
Amy.
another 5,000
Hey,
over there. And I'm just
Jim, mute Crystal for a second. Amy, she's jealous as fuck.
I am. You know why,
Oh,
Amy?
yeah.
I need
Yeah,
those people
she's
to buy
jealous
my
of me.
wraps. That's why. I need those people
Yeah,
to
no
follow
kidding.
me.
Huh? Well, you gotta.
They can buy
You
my
gotta
wraps.
start. You gotta start coming and talking to the people on my threads, and then they'll get to know you.
Are any of
but
them
yeah, so I have
heavy
a.
set? Just kidding.
Jesus.
Hey.
So, anyways,
People
Dude, I'm
skinny
so
over
sorry
here.
for your daughter.
so I, so it's
I'm gonna
not
hide
just
behind my
for
tag.
me. It's just not so easy to let it go and create a
Yeah.
new page. I have a big following. They've been following me for 10 years, literally 10 years, most of them. So it's not like I can just be gone. And
I
it
got
wasn't even
my
like.
3,600 friends in 3 years, so I feel a little better. Go ahead.
Believe me, there have been some that have been booted, but
I'm
I know.
And by the way, you guys, I'm happy with my 250 true friends.
What is this? A big stroke yourself session? Like, what is this? One big
I don't
circle
even
jerk?
like-
Come on.
I don't even like
don't-
people, so
Nah.
I don't
I
even let
don't-
Amy
I don't
talk.
even like people.
Amy, I want to hear Amy's story.
Well, God.
It's-
Crystal, do you see what I've been putting up with for?
What the heck?
Hello? Amy's
Anyway.
story.
Anyways, so I said, okay, these motherfuckers want an ID. Okay, so I pulled out my license to carry, my gun license,
Nice.
which is a
Nice.
Massachusetts license issue.
Love it.
It doesn't have my it doesn't have my it has my date of birth, but so doesn't Facebook. But it doesn't have my address or my license, my actual driver's license on it, or my social security number. So, so that's what I took a photo of. There you go. Did he mute you?
He muted Crystal.
He muted Crystal. So I took that picture and I sent it to them and I said, I just forwarded you my Massachusetts license, issued license with my date of birth, not my date of my full name. And I said, I'm one of those ones that passed an actual FBI background check, was fingerprinted, and had my license renewed in one of the most communist states in the country. So with all due respect, unblock my
Fuck
account.
off!
Yeah,
Yeah.
unblock my account.
Yeah.
So it took about 2 hours. I kept clicking to see, and it took about 2 hours, and then I get the apology letter. We're so sorry for the inconvenience. Fuck off, fascist pieces of crap. But yeah, I mean, because like 6 months. I told you it was probably about 6 months ago now that I had that thing that came up where they told me I had to identify
All these people, all these
These
fictitious
Well,
characters.
and there were memes of Obama and Chuck Norris and all this stuff, and how am I
Yeah.
supposed to know whose friends list that those are listed
Yeah.
on?
Yeah.
So
By the way, though, I mean, think about it. I mean, you've talked about the fact that somebody. Well,
Somebody
they flagged that childhood picture of you and they called it
Yeah.
nudity.
Yeah.
Somebody is somebody, and I mean I don't. Maybe it's your friendly Muslim next door that doesn't care for the fact that we think that they should stay in their own space. Maybe it's the liberal who doesn't. Maybe it's the liberal who doesn't like being called retarded because they just can't handle the truth. I don't know, but somebody keeps turning you into them. And I'm guessing, because I don't think Facebook is randomly just going out there going like, ooh, we don't like people. I really don't think that they are the essence of the censorship. I think it's being promoted by other sources
Well, they've
that are
got
questioning.
2 billion people. They don't have time to check everybody.
Right,
So
exactly.
there are people who are on the prowl to shut down conservatives.
Exactly.
Yeah,
If you're
but this
flat,
thing says, this is like generated. Hold on, let me see if I can find it now so I can read you what it said. Hold on. I gotta get through all the porn.
I always have that problem.
Oh, geez,
You know?
look at that. She's not kidding. Look at that picture she just posted.
That's Chuck Norris, folks, in
Look at that
action. That's
picture.
Chuck Norris in
In
action
action,
pants.
baby.
Action pants.
Hold on. I gotta find it because I deleted it with a bunch of
First of all,
crap.
look at Chuck Norris's
Sorry about that.
pants.
Well, I don't even see his face. How do you know that's Chuck Norris? Because he's doing judo chop, judo kick.
Judo chop, man. It said,
I like his boots. I like that shirt.
I like that shirt.
I have that shirt.
It says something went wrong. Sorry, we can't open the page. Try back later. So I was gone off of people's list. You couldn't even find me on your friends list at that point.
Unbelievable. This is
Like they
that is-
completely blocked it.
Wow.
That's
It
like
said,
Edward Snowden type stuff.
Yeah, like
It says,
what
for,
are you really
for
doing?
security reasons, your account is temporarily locked. If the account reflects your real name and personal information, please help us verify it. And it said something about let me see here if I can find it. The other thing that first pops up, because I deleted it all once I rectified it. Rectum.
Don't
Don't
say,
even know them.
dang it. I've got, you don't even want to know. I'm sitting here staring at these little miniature donuts, these little coconut donuts, and you keep seeing rectified, and they're like,
And he's getting all excited over
stop
there.
it.
Stop exciting him.
Well, I've got my coffee that's now cold, and I was dunking them earlier.
Oh, God. Are you serious? Well, after the security check, you successfully completed the security check and can now log in. To prevent this from happening in the future, oh, that's the other one. That's to learn the right way to share and interact on Facebook. That was the other one
Oh,
when they
wow.
locked me out. Remember?
Yeah, because you don't know how to socially be.
No,
You just don't
Wow.
know how. That's
Yeah,
unreal.
So I can't find it now. I must have really deleted it, but because I was so pissed off. But yeah, so it'll come right up. I was gone. I tried to go to someone else's page. Yeah, that's the ticket, and look to see if I could find me, and
You
I
went
wasn't there. No.
I did the same thing and I couldn't find you. You were out. And
It wasn't.
listen,
Yeah, it didn't even say this account is the only way.
temporarily, right.
Donnie sent me a message on Instant Messenger on the phone, and it said this account needs to be verified.
You know what, you guys? If we continue, and I mean, listen, for one brief second here, from the bottom of my heart, if we continue in this direction, I think Amy was attacked, and I really believe that. I think it was a very specific. It was a heat-seeking missile when it came to her account. They don't like what she says, whoever they, them, those guys are. And I get how silly it sounds when we all say they, the government,
I know.
that guy. It does. It sounds ridiculous, but there is something to it.
No, if Mark Zuckerberg has
I
been
think we
in
disagree
the
with
Oval
you,
Office,
Brett. We agree, 100%.
yeah, and if Mark Zuckerberg has been in the Oval Office where most people don't go, and he's done it several times, then he is kind of part of the inner circle of government.
By the way, think about it like this. You know, if you literally control $42 billion, if you literally control that much wealth, it is under your finger. It's under your thumb.
And the content that 2 billion or 6 billion people see.
Right.
Yep, they don't want you on there. Like, get her
No.
off.
There has to be an agenda to protect your interest, and that is what's weird about all of this. And I'm telling you right now, you are seeing, and when I say that Amy is the crack in the wall, you are going to see this more and more. We just don't know enough people who have been shut down and attacked by Facebook censorship, because that's what it is.
Well, Amy and I both have mutual friends that have had this happen.
By the way, is
for 30 days or whatever.
Is Facebook a publicly held company? Yes, it is, which I think changes its status. I don't think that it should have an opinion politically. It should not have an opinion on what you post. If people don't like what you post, it's just like it's like a porn shop. If you don't like it, don't go into the parking lot and walk through the front door, you moron.
Right.
Stay away from it.
Right.
And I mean, we can argue issues all day, but that's just it. This is one of the biggest social platforms ever created in humanity. We can literally communicate with people across the globe instantly on the Facebook platform. And if we have people that are shutting you down from what you're saying, a childhood photo that is considered to be pornography, or a meme of a guy. And by the way, it's a picture. It's a Photoshop picture of a guy burning, and Obama's face behind it and all that.
Right.
Well, why would you think they would flag that? Well, because it makes Obama look bad. It's not the guy burning to death. That's what's wrong with it.
Here's the thing about.
We live in that world.
The guy who shot up that school in Oregon, who had posting all over about how he's a Muslim and all of his stuff.
Didn't see any of that. No problem.
Yeah.
No problem right there.
The guy who just
freedom of whatever you like to put.
The guy who just stabbed the 4 people yesterday, and they didn't want to announce the name, was a Muslim.
Yep.
And then the very next day, the news people come out and say, "But it's not a terrorist act. He wasn't."
No, of course
a terrorist. How do they know it that fast? The guy's freaking name is Muhammad.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
By the way,
they fall back on Facebook. They fall back on the fact that it was originally created so that you could interact with only people that you knew. So.
Right. So that's ridiculous. So
of course it is.
Social networking.
Yeah.
Right.
So now, I mean, it's grown into something so much bigger.
Yeah, but to Crystal's point, networking means getting to know people that you don't know.
Correct.
Networking.
Well,
that's what they fall back on.
Here's the thing. Facebook has a feature that has been there for, I think, pretty much from the beginning, and is the essence of protection. If you don't like what somebody's saying, you delete them from your friend list and you block them. And we've always had that ability.
Exactly.
If you don't like the voice that you're hearing, you walk into the next room and close the door. That's exactly what that's for. But for Facebook to come in and say, we're going to shut your voice down because
as a publicly held company, somebody else
whined about it. Now, I would argue that if they were not publicly held, if they were a private entity and they said, listen, it's ours, this is us. Listen, if you want to play on our playground, you'll play by our rules, and our rules say we'll shut you up whenever we want. We have a political agenda. We do believe a certain way in this company. But
as much as I don't really care for Rand Paul, I like his policies kind of, but he's not a nice person. He's not a likable person. He said something today that really made sense about free speech and the First Amendment. He said, it is not for speech that we agree with. It's for speech you don't agree with.
Right.
That's the protection. If people said stuff that everybody agreed with, you wouldn't need protection from the first. You need protection from speech that people don't like. That's what protection.
Here's something that I think that those of us that are on the show right now, and I think that anybody who's listening and anybody who has a brain has to consider. And you're absolutely right about that. But one thing that we all need to take into account, and this was an article earlier from who was it? the former general. I'm thinking of it was a post that he put up. The first town ever in Illinois. No, in Illinois. They have an all Muslim city council now. And
wow.
the quotes. It's the first time it's happened in all the United States history. It's a town of 22,500. It's about 6 miles south of Detroit. So it's in Michigan. I'm sorry, it's in Michigan, Detroit, Michigan.
Oh, Dearborn. Yeah.
Yeah, and so the article, Alan West. I'm sorry, that's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
But it's an article from his page, and we have the first time. Now, the quotes coming out of this council are like, we're Americans. We understand. We are going to make this city. We are here for the Jewish people, the Christians. We are here for everybody. And of course,
said that.
Yes, the city council said, no, we understand our position. We understand our role. This is the United States. We are here to support the people of this town, of this city. And the article is the first Alan West post that I disagreed with, because one of the things that the author of the article was saying was like, yeah, I'll believe that when I see it. Listen, we live in a country where, unfortunately or fortunately, depending on how you look at it, guess what? Those folks have a voice too. And if we are going, and we too often forget that we want to scream and we want to put walls up, and we have to be very cautious. But we cannot take everything that we value and say that you can't do it. And that's what's really scary, and it's the line that we're walking right now between radical and between normal and safe. And it's a weird place to be. I mean, we live in a very weird place.
Oh yeah.
I found the disclaimer there. I don't know if you see my screen share.
Amy, that thing is such bullshit. Not everybody uses their real name.
Exactly.
People
I have Davy Boone. I have friends on my list called Davy Boone. One is Festus from Gunsmoke.
Totally.
So they're saying so this wasn't that someone reported me, Brett. This was something. Please change your name. It looks like the name on your Facebook account may not be your authentic name. Amy L. Laviolette. There's nothing.
Oh my God.
That's the name on the account.
If you were like, Amy L. Large Boob, right. I would be like, that would make sense. Yeah, we don't want to see that. But I mean, come on, really?
Right. Did you read the rest of that? We asked everyone to use the name that they go by in real life, so friends know who they're connecting with.
Right.
Wow.
We accept a number of documents.
Weird.
I mean, it's just bullshit.
And they ask everyone to use their name. No, they do not.
Yeah. No.
You know what, you guys, you know what, and I don't want to embarrass Amy, but right after that, she did get an email from the king of Zaire, and he needed to transfer money into her account, and so she offered up her. I need you to transfer money from my country, and if you do, I will give you $1 million if you just give me your.
$1 million.
$1 million.
Crystal,
can't make it up. You can't make it up.
Huh?
Crystal, did you send that to me?
Yeah, should I send it to your Facebook? I wanted you to put it up at the end. He went missing today.
He's right here in Portland, huh?
Yeah, he just went missing.
Who is he? He's got the same last name as Kristen Larson.
Yeah, it's her son. You didn't get
What?
my message? Yeah, that's why I wanted you to post it. I just sent
Listen,
you a
you
text.
you guys have a side thing going on here. Amy and I are going to jump
yeah.
off and continue the
No,
blast
wait.
tonight.
Real quick, I want him to.
And you guys are going into what was it? Unsolved Mysteries, I guess, is on next with Jim and Crystal.
No, there's
wait.
a.
No, wait.
I'm joking.
Crystal, I'll post it on Facebook.
All right.
Yeah, I'll post it on Facebook. Hey, before we go, have you guys do you guys ever see Michael Berry? You ever listen to him on the radio?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now I'm part of his
He's a
page, too.
fantastic blues singer. I love that guy.
No, wait a minute, Brett. You don't listen to Michael Berry?
I'm Michael Berry.
Brett.
What? No, I thought he was Michael Berry.
Never mind. We'll talk about this tomorrow. I'll call you and tell you when to listen.
Yeah, he is good.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, hang on for the after
Never
show
heard of
where everybody makes me look stupid.
I'm watching.
I know, right?
Yeah. Well, the
I'm
thing
watching.
the tranny bathroom, the high school girl, the high school
The high school boy.
national, like they're going to force schools you will allow the boys to shower with the girls if they feel like they're a girl, or you'll lose federal funding. So Michael Berry comes out and he says, just a reminder, we do have bathrooms that never discriminate.
That's true too. I love it. I
Yeah.
love it. It's right too. And by the way, you know what?
That's it.
We all everybody knows who Sierra Marley is. We've had her on the show before, and hopefully she'll be back at some point or another. But I do want to point out, I posted something on the blast, and check it out. I'm sure you guys saw it. But one of her little letters to, I don't know what it was about, but she did a couple of them. But she did a little thing about why don't we ask the girls, what they feel about having a man in the locker room with them. I don't care what he calls himself.
They
I mean,
did
oh,
I have
ask the
one
girl.
better. Why don't we ask the girls' fathers how they feel about that?
Yeah.
I see. I like that as well, because
I don't
minors
think
are allowed. Minors' voices can be heard, but they're not allowed to vote. So
Right.
why don't we step back to the parents even, and let's take mom and dad, and let's actually get a good cross
How do
section.
you feel about that? You feel comfortable with your daughter in a shower with another boy because he feels like a girl. Now, any boy can just feel like a girl because,
Right.
hey, any
Well, they've
smart boy is
already
going to be
had-
like, oh, I feel kind of girlish.
They
You-
had
you-
two. They've already had 2 accounts of
Creep.
perverts with their cell phones out taking
Listen,
pictures.
See? Exactly.
But you guys, okay, look at me right now. Am I an attractive male? Hell no. Am I an attractive female? Even worse. We know this. But here's the thing. Could I walk into a women's restroom and claim discrimination just like headphones on and everything right now? Well, yeah, I
mean,
could apparently.
Yeah, I guess you
Apparently,
could. Yeah, whoever.
I feel-
whoever
And they
can.
say the war on women is on the right, right? Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. The
Right.
war on women is coming from the
Make girls
liberals.
feel uncomfortable.
Young girls feel uncomfortable. They don't want them in there. That's why they have the separate room, and
Right. So in any given high
know,
school,
that violates his civil rights.
3,000
I-
3,000 females get to feel uncomfortable because one dude thinks he's a chick. I
Yeah.
don't get
One
it.
dude wants to get some cheap thrills.
You know, recently, like last year, maybe a year and a half ago, I was bartending at this little bar in town that decided to have a drag show. And this whole group of guys came and they had this drag show going on the other side. And then I was behind the bar and I had somebody at the bar back watch for me. I had to go to the bathroom. I go into the girls' bathroom, full of men, dressed in little skirts, shoes, all dressed up. I'm like, what the hell are you guys doing in here? Like, get in the men's bathroom. I don't feel comfortable with you guys in here. I mean,
Right.
why do you feel like you can be in here because you're in a skirt? Get the
Did
fuck
you come out?
Like, I'm
Well,
not
hey-
gonna go
hey,
to the
Bart-
bathroom with these guys. I flipped out.
I would have
I went
too.
back.
I would have too. And by the way,
So
you know
if
what?
a little lady comes in, a little old lady's coming up to the bar to have a drink. She can't go in the girls' bathroom and feel comfortable because these
Right.
guys are dressed like girls.
Here's the thing.
No.
Is that the way that everything is spinning out of control? We're going to
Yeah.
spin so far to the other direction.
Yeah.
Pretty soon, you as a normal female are
Yeah.
going to be the minority, and you'll be
Yeah.
able to demand your rights. I
Right.
want a whole separate bathroom for girls who don't want to pee with freaks and dudes.
Yeah. Perfect. That's what I'm gonna do.
I want. You know what? Why don't we do that?
We should.
Yeah,
right?
that's a good
let's have-
point. All the girls
Yep.
should. I advocate for the parents keeping the kids home. Don't let
Yep.
any girls play sports. Don't boycott gym. All the females boycott.
Don't boycott.
Gym, and then
Don't boycott me.
Don't boycott Jim.
Ah.
Jim didn't do anything wrong. Jim was
Or-
fine.
or all of the girls.
Gymnasium.
All of the girls should stand outside of this. The one that was set aside for this dude, who's mentally ill, and they should use it one at a time.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way,
And let him be
let me-
alone in the big,
Guys,
big locker room. You go
let
in
me
and
th-
shower by yourself, perv.
let me
You
throw
know
this
what?
past. Let me throw this
know
past
what?
you guys. We're talking.
Wait,
We're talking about.
Hang on.
Go ahead.
Hang on. We're talking about this because real quick, I was a total tomboy growing up. My dad would
Mhm.
if I was me, if it was me today in today's world, everybody would be like, she's a lesbian, guaranteed,
Right.
right, Dad?
Your dad gave you.
Tomboy.
Dad
Be a
gave you.
scream.
Dad,
Lipstick
Dad gave you.
lesbian.
Dad
I was
gave you
on-
the proverbial tape on penis.
I was on the football team in 8th grade.
Yeah.
Where did I get ready for football? In the girls' locker room by myself because I didn't like. Well, I wouldn't even consider going in the boys' locker room. I'm a girl. I'm good at sports. I like to play sports. I'm really competitive. It doesn't make me a lesbian, and it damn well doesn't make me a guy. You know.
No, but all your.
So I wouldn't even consider wanting to go in the guys' locker room. You know, except for to see my boyfriend. You know.
Right.
So no, that's not okay. Yeah,
Right.
so it pisses me off because I was
totally
that
get it.
girl. You know. And then now all of a sudden, like
But-
it's supposed to be like.
But you know what? You get Crystal just got her man card revoked.
pissed.
Sorry, Crystal, we got to revoke your man card. We do.
I don't.
By
get
the
it.
way, let me say this: since we're in this big push to recreate a whole new bathroom space for the guys that think that they're girls and the girls that think that they're guys, so now we need to have, I don't know, let's just start building facilities with 4 fucking restrooms. We'll have
Yeah,
two.
right?
We'll have two restrooms for normal people, guys and girls,
Yeah.
and then we'll have 2 restrooms for freaks, and that's what it'll
Yeah.
say right above each one. Pick your door, by the way. And by the way,
Blue freak or pink freak?
let me ask you this. Where does this head? I'll tell you where it heads. Give me 2 seconds. This is where it heads. Pretty soon, the guys that think they're girls are going to be upset with the girls that think they're guys using their restrooms.
Exactly.
And all of a sudden, we're going to have 6 restrooms. And then we'll have to have 8 restrooms. And then 16 restrooms. And then pretty soon, the entire school will just be toilets. And everybody gets to pick a room to go shit. I'm done. I'm out.
I love
Wait.
it. Good one, Brett. Good one.
Hey, buddy.
Say hi to Malu Boy.
Look at.
Hey.
Hey, Mala
We
boy.
got it. Who we have
Malu
on the
Boy
show
just came
tonight,
home.
folks? Ladies and gentlemen, special guest.
Koamalu.
Yeah.
Where'd he go?
Well, I gotta go. I gotta
All
go.
right.
My
I
family.
gotta go.
Wait. Before we go, because I just want to turn this right. I just want to
Thank
circle
you,
this.
Kaipo.
Yeah, I want to circle this back around to something important. Me and I did one of those
Oh, that's
things on
okay.
Facebook the other day that says,
thank you.
What celebrity do you look like? Is that clear?
Oh, well, you know.
Oh, God.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's.
Oh
Well,
God.
dude,
I actually
dude.
think that's like the worst. Why do you keep posting that photo of yourself?
What about that one?
Oh, it's
Brother,
stop.
every time I
That
see you,
close.
you know what?
Is that? Well, here's the other one that came up with. What do you think, right?
Oh, see, I'm not
Oh
going
my
Jaden.
God!
No.
Knock it off! I really gotta go though. The family's coming home. I gotta make dinner
Oh,
and stuff.
good Lord. All right, folks. Crystal, you jump off. We're going to talk about you when you're gone. Good night, everybody.
Again.
Loud.
Once I had a love.
Love, we're
I
dying.
didn't keep it. Wasn't trying.
All right, we're out. I'm
Life
stopping the
for me
broadcast.
Night, everybody.
was just one